Welcome back to, I can't remember the name again. Uh, what was it? Ashton? Ashton, Wisconsin? Ashton County, maybe. If that isn't it, then I don't know where I'm at. We're back on Farming Sim 25, though. I do know that. Well, I'm going to give this map another try. As you can see, I got a lot of that field done that I was working on Tuesday. Didn't quite get it all done, but we'll figure it out. And then I was working on this guy's doing his thing just fine, but it was this field, this field that I was working on, this big field. Hey, Scorp. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Elvis is in the building. And I didn't realize until I got to work in this field that I don't own this little field right here. This is a field on its own. I did not realize that. I thought it was part of that field. But it isn't. It's one all by its lonesome out here. I don't know what the hell to do with it. I think I'm going to buy it and maybe put production on it. I don't know, because I don't know how, well, I don't know how flat it is. I don't think it's very flat. So that might not be a good idea. No, it is far from being flat. Not a good place for production. What might be some good place for production is right here, though. If I take part of this and make it into production. Right here. I mean, there is a little bit of a slope, but it's not half bad up here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to smooth it out. We'll see. I don't know. But I am going to need some production because I need like a corn dryer maybe and some other things. Maybe we've got tons and tons of cattle because it's a cattle farm, a cattle map. And so we're going to need some mixed rations. And I don't know whether just to buy them or to start a factory. I think I want to start a factory. Matthew's in the house. I'm doing okay. Frank's here. Hey, Frank. All right. I just finished lunch, so I got a Baja Blast. I just got to do that because this is called a dirty Baja Blast. It's called a dirty Baja Blast. And it's got some kind of cream in it, and so it comes kind of like, I wouldn't say a smoothie, but it's kind of a mixed drink, and so I can't put it in the fridge like I used to do with the other. So what normally I would do, if I got a soda drink, is I would get it without ice so that I could put it in the fridge and drink it when I want to. But if I don't do that, then the ice melts and it's all watery and it's not worth drinking. So this I have to drink when I get it or it's not worth drinking. I don't know what kind of cream they use. Some kind of something or other. Anyway, let's get on with it. What the heck's he doing out here? What? I don't even own this field. Get off the neighbor's field before they call the cops on me. Okay, now, mod talk. When I got off the stream on Tuesday, I immediately went out and took Courseplay out of the whole scene. Coursplay's gone. I just threw it away. It's not even in the folder anymore. So if I go back to that other map where I need it, I'll put it back in. But right now it's gone. Let me grab this guy and then turn this guy on. And let's go get our corn. Which one? It must be this one. It must be this one. And here it is Thursday again. How's that work? Every week, Thursday just comes around. Why is Thursday important? Because Thursday is the day before Friday, which is the last day of the week. And so that means that if you're a working person, that means you get the weekend off and then start of a new week. And it goes on again, over and over and over. And that's why Thursday is important to me, because that means that Friday's the last day of the week, and then life goes on until next Tuesday and Thursday, and it just goes too fast is what I'm trying to get at. Too damn fast. And I'm not even working anymore. Okay, let's see if this will take off where we left off if I hire a worker. No, don't do that. Damn it. Frank's milking the cows. Where's he going? Oh, man. I don't want you doing this. I don't know how to get him start up again where I left off. Maybe I have to manually start it. Let's do that. I'll bring it down like this. Then hire a worker. Is it going to take off like it? Oh, it's going to do it again. Well, fine. I'm going to let it go, see what he does. I don't want to do that manually. Okay, so this is what I did here. I went in and I set this up here to steering assist, and I had it on 3, but now it's dropped back down to 1. And we'll leave it that way. I don't need it anymore because I've already done the 3 around. So I don't need that set anymore. But I've got the work direction automatic. I don't care, or it doesn't really do too much. There's no offset. I've got it showing me the lines, and the cruise control is manual because I'm not using cruise control. So that's set up. And so that's how I'm doing it. And then I got 2 new trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Scorp. If you remember, I had that small trailer. Well, these 2 trailers hold a lot more. So I set them up. Now I got to get this thing running again. All right. Hey, Andy's here. Hi, Andy. Sorry, Andy, I didn't see you come in because I wasn't watching the chat. What, Matt has 2? Matt, have you got 2? Thank you, Matt. All right, what was I doing? Have I got it set up? No, I don't. Okay. Man, what happened? Pipe in. There it is. Okay. So we're in the front. Okay, turn on the power assist, and we're off and running. And then I can move this thing. The back trailer's full, but I can move this thing to shoot in the front or the back, so that's what we're doing. Anyway, this is how I was doing it. Nothing is... Psycho Kid's in the house. What's up? What's your avatar? I can't see. You have to remember, it's teeny tiny. I'd have to have a magnifying glass to see what you're... Maybe I can look over on Twitch. No, it's not Twitch. YouTube. Let me look over on YouTube and see. No, I can't see it any better over there. Frank's at the barbecue. I just had a Costco hot dog yesterday. I'm still burping up the alphabet. The Costco hot dogs, man, you can eat one of those, you can burp the alphabet for 3 weeks afterwards. Those things are potent, man. They're potent. I bought it. I was going to have a chili dog, but I decided I didn't want to mess with the chili, so I just ate the dog. And there you go. I suppose it could be worse because I could have made the chili dog. Then I'd be burping up chili for a week. Can't beat a Costco hot dog for that kind of thing. Oh, Psycho says he just got Farm Sim 25 last night. Pit bull on a house. Okay. On a dog house? Or the pit bull took over your home like King Kong. So I have to be careful because if I turn too sharp, these trailers hook onto each other, and that's not good. All right, the front trailer's almost full. So yeah, this is how I've been doing it. And I'm getting close to the end of the field. I'll just continue on this way. Psycho wants to know what's up. Nothing. Same old, same old. We got a little sunshine today, but it's colder than hell. Let's see. Oh no, it's warming up. It's up to 63. That's the hottest we've had all spring. This is the warmest day we've had all spring. And at 63, it's still cold if the ocean breeze comes in. Even at 63, it's still cold. Yeah, people come to Oregon and they look at our beaches, and our beaches are beautiful. We have sandy beaches. They're very beautiful. They look like California beaches. And if you're familiar with California and you go to the beach in California and you see all these people out there swimming in the ocean, and then they'll come up here and they'll look at our beaches, and our beaches look similar to the ones in California. They're all sandy and beautiful. And I mean big sand. And in Oregon, the beach is part of the highway system, so you can drive on the beach. In most locations, there's a couple places that they restrict it. But it's not unusual to see an Oregon State Patrol car driving up and down the beach because it's part of the highway. They consider it part of the highway system. But anyway, I digress. You see these people come up from California and they see our beaches and they think, oh, they're beautiful, and they want to go swimming. And they jump in the water and they're out in about 5 seconds running for someplace warm because our oceans are cold in Oregon. You don't just jump out. If you're going to surf in Oregon, you have to have a wetsuit on or you'll freeze your whatcha-dingers off. And so it's different than California. You know, they just go out there in their stupid little briefs and swimsuits and surf. But you can't do that in Oregon. It's too damn cold. All right, we're looking at 99, and I think once it reaches that with this particular piece of equipment, then you're wasting your chaff from then on. If you keep harvesting, you're not getting it. So we are at 100, so we're going to stop this and go empty. '76 and cloudy in Texas. 82? Jeez. Where's it 82? Andy, are you kidding? That's unbelievable. In jolly old England. '76 and cloudy. What would it be if the sun was shining through? 86? So Psycho Kid says he got FS25 last night. Have you played the other Farm Sims before? Or is this your first time playing Farm Sim? And he's slow roasting. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Psycho says it's 82 where he's at in Virginia. Aha. Okay, so you've played from 17, 19, and 22. Yeah, you played a while then. Okay, I need to get my plow. Let's see if this field needs any cleanup. Doesn't look like it. But I don't know where I'm at. Oh, wait a minute. It does need cleanup on this end over here. It's funny, they've got that bird that you can barely hear. I mean, it's way in the background of the game. But why that kind of bird? It'd be like putting a cuckoo bird in here and having a cuckoo every once in a while. Cuckoo. Why? We don't have cuckoo birds here. Unless you've got a clock in your house. But why would they do some kind of a parrot sound? Unless it escaped. It's not like parrots are abundant here in nature. Okay, now he's going to have to do... this alfalfa is just going to grow for us. But like I said, I need to put in I'm trying to look. Yeah, boy, it's not that flat, is it? Might be flatter out. No, it's not really. I don't know. I'll have to find a place to put some production in. Andy's cooking. Andy's cooking Andy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plow up the fields here. I don't see any point in keeping these as crops because they're just too small. By the time you plant and grow anything in these little strips, you're not going to get anything. You're going to get a bucket of grain maybe. So it's not worth the effort. So what I'm going to do is plow these strips up and plant grass. So this will be a big grass field for silage and stuff, or just feeding grass to the animals. I don't know. All right, well, let's see. Oh, he's full again. He's full again, so we'll have to get on it. Oh, so he caught up to where he was. How did that work? Oh, by golly, he did. He came back. Remember, I just let the guy go because I didn't know what he was doing? Well, evidently he knew what he was doing, and he's right back where he left off. Well, whiz bang. Cheese and crackers and all that kind of stuff. You guys are quiet today. I got my other computer running on today, so I can check out YouTube and Twitch-a-doodle-doo. And of course, YouTube's way behind. Okay, there goes Twitch. Okay, there goes Twitch. The combine just moved away, but YouTube is still filling. YouTube is so slow. Wow. I'm still filling in YouTube. There goes YouTube. Wow. Crazy. All right, back out to the field. Yeah, the only problem with the steering assist is all it does is put a line for you to follow, and then it automatically will follow it if you set it. But it doesn't do. Where am I? Is this it? I don't know where I left off. Right here. But you still have to physically drive the damn thing. You can't do it. You can't set it to auto drive. And then when you get to the end, you have to physically turn the thing. So it doesn't really do too much. It just gives you a straight line. Basic law. Okay, I need it to go in the front trailer, I guess. All right, that'll fill the front trailer. And then when it's full, I have to adjust the pipe again and then get the second trailer. Oh shoot. I gotta go back this way. Yeah, see, it can't turn because the damn trailer's stuck. Oh, man. Yeah, see, the trailer's got stuck. I don't know if the tongue's not long enough or something, but the trailers, you can't turn very sharp. If you do, they get tangled up. Trying to get RAM for Chris again. Last ones didn't work. Got my money back. Found some on Walmart, trying to get him 32 gig. Well, you should make him a deal that if you get him 32 gig, he has to play Minecraft with you. Well, anyway, this is how I got it to work. No more cosplay or courseplay. I took it out. Let's do it this way for a while. You know what I mean? burn. These two trailers, you hear them banging and clanging. They sound like box cars on a railroad train going over the clickety tracks. Oh shoot, I'm almost out of silage additive, of which I don't know what it does. Let's see. No valid fill unit. Oh, I've got to be on the... do I have to... Does it have to be off? Not diesel, silage, not empty, additive. There we go, we're full again. We're full again. Glad to be all full again. Oh shit, I just turned my machine off. Pardon my French. I meant to turn that on. Alright, here we go. Walmart. Are you doing Walmart online or local Walmart? Are you buying it online? Watching the clock and wait for another graphic artist to come in. They're pretty consistent. I don't know. I don't think I gave the one on Tuesday much of a chance. He's not playing Minecraft. Well, what game will he play with you? Is there a game that you guys can play together? Because Jeff and I have been playing together since he was a kid. Since he was little, games, were a thing. And he still plays games with me. If we find a game that's got a co-op on it, or... it has to be a game we're both playing, of course. It's like we both played Baldur's Gate, but Baldur's Gate is it's a single player game, but it has a co-op to it. So there is a co-op that you can do, and so we did do the co-op together. We went through the whole game together, and then continued on doing single player. So we started the game, went to co-op, we played together all the way through the game till we beat it. And then I just started a new character and played single player after that. Nothing, huh? Well, that's a shame. I guess you're just no fun. Well, this is going to take forever, isn't it? What about Leslie? Does she play any kind of video games? This guy, there's somebody on Twitch named Cider Spider. Doug, there's an original. Biggie Sweets. or Biggie Sweats. It's hard to tell. The English language is so funny. Oh, I've got Felicia Day on mine. I didn't know she was still gaming. She give up on movies and TV. Felicia Day had a YouTube channel that she played games, and then she got so popular she moved into where she was a host of a computer type show, and then went into playing movies and TV. She was in Eureka, if you remember that show. I didn't know she was still playing games. It looks like she's playing the Elder Scrolls 4 right now. Live on Twitch. On Twitch-a-doo. Twitch-a-doodle-doo. Oh, Roblox. Yeah, I don't play no Roblox. Roblox doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, I don't know, that first-person shooter stuff, which I don't play anyway. Roblox kind of reminds me of games you play on the phone. You know, they're just 5-second stuff. You know, games to keep your attention for 5 seconds, and then you move on to something else. Bad. I say, Christopher, you want to eat? You come play Minecraft with me for an hour and you can have dinner. If you don't, we'll see you in the morning for breakfast and give you another chance. So I used to do to when Jeff was little, I bought the Xbox and the PlayStation, and I bought him the games that he wanted. But he didn't own a console to play on, because the console belonged to me. So if he didn't take the garbage out like he was supposed to, you know, then I wouldn't let him use the console. Okay, so is that? No, it's still not full yet. So anyway, that worked for a little while until he got old enough to, you know, tower over me and say, "Yeah, Dad, what'd you say?" My son is 6'3" and weighs close to 300 pounds. And I'm only 5'8". Well, I was 5'8" and a half. Now I'm like 5'7" and a half. I've lost some height somehow. With old age, it happens. You start shrinking when you get older. So I'm a little over 5'7" now, close to 5'8", but I've never been close to 6'3". All right, I'm getting bored of this. I'm gonna jump over to let's grab some corn. And I showed you that little field that I don't own that I thought I owned. I should just buy it. It can't be too expensive. It's just a little. I don't know what it's for. It's just a little field. Take about 5 seconds to harvest it, but it's right there. There's no point in not buying it, I guess. And it wasn't Walter that owned it. I can't remember who owns it. Some guy named Walter owns most of it. Addie was always trying to get me to do Roblox, but it wouldn't have made any difference because she's playing with other friends and she would have ignored me anyway, so. Now she doesn't even do that anymore. I don't know. I don't think she plays much of anything. Every once in a while, she'll get back on Sims 4. All right. What was I doing? I was doing this. Okay. Turn my tractor off unless I ran out of gas. See, as soon as I get all this plowed up, then I can come back and cut that grass next to me, and then plant some more grass in the plowed areas. My dream was to get the kids to play farm sim. That was never going to happen. No, it's too boring for them. And we still haven't seen Tim for a while. I'm kind of worried about Tim because the last thing we heard was that his mom was in the hospital. And then maybe he just gave up on us. He kept telling me what to plant, and I kept ignoring him. Maybe he just kind of gave up on us. Oh, I knew I was going to miss that tree. For just 1 second, I thought, no, it'll work. And then it didn't. Now, see, these strips, are they considered fields? I can't tell. If you look at the mini map, see where the numbers are? 21, 22, 21, 23, 24, and 32. Are those the things I'm plowing? Or are those the areas of the grass? I can't tell. I'm just assuming that it's not the grass, but maybe the numbers are the grass. I don't know. It's weird. Right, I screwed up there. It got too wide for me. Poor old Scorpion had his dreams shattered. And he sits in his house in heartbreak. Just sits in his big leather chair. You got a big leather recliner, or a faux leather recliner, or a cloth recliner? You got some kind of recliner, don't you? Didn't you sleep in a recliner when you first had your heart operation? Hey, Jonathan's here. How you doing, Jonathan? Now, the thing of it is if these are fields, I should be able to hire a worker. But I don't, well, maybe I should try that other, well, the other field's already plowed though, isn't it? I don't have to plow it. Well, okay, I'll try that next time if I have to plow again. Tired, but thankful, but thanks. I've got a leather recliner. Need a new one as that one is breaking down. You mean the mechanical part is breaking down? I had one time where the seat started breaking down and it got to be a big hole and you just fall into it. And you'd be screaming at people, help me out, I can't get out. My dad had one, a recliner, that had buttons on it, and it would pick you up. And so he would be standing, and he would just back into the chair, lean back, and push a button, and the chair would just fold back down into a recliner. And so then when he wanted to get up, it just straightened up, and it came up and dropped him out. Of course, he was in his 90s, so it was easier for him to do that than for us to haul his butt up every time he needed to go. He wouldn't wait for us, man. I got to go now. I need my chair to do that for me. It's a cool chair. Now I'm going to need one. I'm going to just keep plowing here. What tired you out, John? I get tired over about anything anymore, and I've got myself into a position where I almost need a nap every day. A year ago, even 6 months ago, I'd go 2-3 days without a nap, and then I'd take a nap, and depending on whether I got a good night's sleep or not. But it's getting to the point where if I don't get a nap every day, about 5 or 6 o'clock, I start falling asleep at the wheel. And I don't know if that's not making me happy that's happening. Because it makes me feel like I'm getting old enough where I've hit. At some point, you get to a certain point where there's no going back in life, in fun, in whatever you do. There's a point of no return, as they say. Well, in life, I'm thinking that there must be something like that, because I had so many people tell me when I was talking about retiring in the first place, whatever you do, don't stop going for daily walks. Don't stop doing stretching exercise and stuff. You don't have to lift weights or do a complete gym workout at 70 years old, but you should at least be walking. Just get up and moving around. Walking. If you can't run anymore, then walk. And get. If you can't do the barbells anymore, then get those stretchy things and just do some resistance training. And I just laughed at them. But I'm getting to the point where I think I can feel it, because there's too many times where I'm sitting in my chair and I get up and I'm having trouble getting up. In other words, I think I'm losing, I know I'm losing muscle weight. Those 35, 40 pounds that I've lost recently, I'm pretty sure quite a bit of it is muscle weight. So I'm going to have to do something about that, and I don't know what it is. I do have a recumbent bike. Maybe that'll help for the legs. And Carol's got some of these things that they look like a belt that you'd wear around but they're real thin, and it's rubber, and you hook them on a door or something, and you just do, like if you stand away and you're just doing this kind of thing just for resistance. That might be something. She's got some barbell things that she has too. What do they call those? Dumbbells? I might have to start working out a little harder than I am. That means that I have to get off the computer more. Okay, did he finish? Is it done? I guess so. Well, I think he's finished the field. Okay. And this might be the last of my fields that I had to do. Unless I buy that little field I was talking about earlier. 26 degrees. Okay, 26 degrees. That would be... 52. Wow. Is that like 80 degrees? Nathan, hello. It's called Ashton County, Wisconsin, and the mod author has it in beta, so it's not finished yet. But I did have a link. Oh man, I lost the link. I had the link on Discord, but I didn't put it on Discord. It's in a private message to me. And I had it in the description, and I looked last night, and it wasn't in the description anymore. So I need to put it back in the... Maybe I can pull... Maybe while we're talking, I can pull Discord up and get the link and pop it in the chat. Hey guys, if I pop this link in the chat, can somebody... grab it and just make a copy of it or something. All right, Discord came up and stopped my game. So for me, it's still running for you, but it stopped it for me. So let me see if I can grab this real quick. Ashton County, there it is. Copy link. Okay. And then get back in the game. Back in the game. Oh, hang on. I need to put it over here. Okay, did that go into the game? I can't tell. I'm gonna get stuck with the 18-wheeler. Is that link workable that I just put in? Oh, Scorpion put it in. Oh, I thought you were at work. Oh, he's at home. I forgot. He's working home this week. Well, anyway, there it is. Whether it's for me or Scorp doesn't matter, I guess. All right, did I get all the crop out of that combine? Did I say crop or crap? I meant crop. If I said crap, then I apologize to all the starving kids in Nairobi or wherever. Ethiopia, as Hartman used to say. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Give that back. I thought I was on the combine. But I twasn't. All right, now where's that field that I was going to buy? Where's my farm? Is this my farm? Is that my farm? I'm lost. I'm completely lost. Oh, okay, that field would be over here across the street then. Oh, I know where I'm at. I was right there in the first place. Okay, this little field I thought I owned, but I don't. It's a little postage stamp sized field. And as I said earlier, I thought it was part of that field over there. As a matter of fact, if you go back a couple weeks and watch the stream, you'll hear me say, why did they put a road between their field? Yeah, through their field. Well, they didn't. This is a separate field, so let's go in. Well, what? That's not it. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, it's field 15. How much they want for that? Oh my God, it's cheap as dirt. Look at that, $6,000. All they want. All right, let's buy it. It ain't much, but it's all ours. I'm gonna let that guy go and see how close he can get to getting it done on his own without me. Big Daddy thinks I'm gonna get stuck. I might. I got a load. Oh, I wasn't done with the plow, was I? Is he doing anything over there? All right, I hired a worker. Let's see what it's going to do. What's he doing? He's going to start his way in the middle, I guess. He's going to get stuck in trees, isn't he? Well, can't be helped. Let me grab my plow, wherever it's at. There it is. Oh, wow. He plowed that field pretty quick, didn't he? Yeah, so anybody that grabs that link to that is going to find out that the map is in beta. There's a lot of things that work in progress. So I found some things that I couldn't get to work right. Or things that didn't make a lot of sense. But that doesn't always bother me. I don't remember which map it was. There was a map that everybody liked the map except for it had bugs in it, so they stopped playing it. And I was the only one that kept playing it. I just worked my way around the bugs that people were having trouble with. I found workarounds and just kept playing. And I don't remember which one it was. It was like Nebraska or... It wasn't Idaho. Idaho I played the snot out of. Idaho was the first map I played, and because I remember when I finished Idaho, I finished the map by making a goal of owning every field. And then the finale of my playthrough was to have a crop on every field, sell all the crops, sell all the equipment, sell all the land, just sell everything and end it right there. And I had a mod that did fireworks, and I had fireworks going in the background, and I can't remember which one it was. There was a map that everybody kind of liked, but they wouldn't put up with the bugs, and I said, well, I will, and I just kept playing it. I don't think I ever finished the map, but is that what it was? Nebraska Scorp? You guys remember that mod they had that had all the soil conservation stuff in it? I can't quite remember the name of it. The map that I played, I think, was... oh boy. I can't remember now. Manchester? I think the map I played was Manchester, and it had a crop. what did they call that? Oh, geez, it's right here, and I can't dig it up. But it was you had to figure out the pH level of the fields, and you had to add not just fertilizer, but other chemicals. I can't think of the name of the mod. It was a pain in the ass to play. And I think it was Manchester was the name of the map that I played it on. It was kind of funny because the guy made I can't remember whether he made the barns and sheds red and everybody changed them to white, or vice versa. I can't remember. There was some kind of a deal about on that Manchester map about the color of the barns. I just don't remember. Too long ago. Yeah, I think it was 15. Not that they didn't port it over to 17, but I think it was 15. But I could be wrong with that as well. Oh, shoot. Hung up on a damn tree. Leave me alone. All right, I'm not driving. He's doing that himself. Make sure he's doing okay. Oh, wait a minute. There's another farm that had these finger things on. Huh. But I don't own it. This is mine over here. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, there's my tractor. Well, he's, for some reason, I wish they would start. I think there's a way to change it. I think there's a selection of whether you do the headlands first or do the center of the field first and then the headlands. And I'm not quite sure. I think you can change that. It must be. Well, I think you probably have to. Okay, well, it's not in that. Work the headlands is on, but obviously it's not working the headlands because now, I don't know. All right, let's go back to work. Oh, is he done? Wow. That took him less time than I guess it didn't. I said it was going to take about 2 runs down the field and it would be done. And that's about what it did. Soil conservation. Yeah, it was a soil conservation mod. Well, anyway, I was looking for a new map yesterday while I was running that swather thing over there, that forage wagon. On another computer, I was looking for a new map. Couldn't find one. And I saw a video that said soil management is back. And I thought, oh, great. The mod that was a pain in the ass. It was just strictly a mod that came out, kind of like, in a way it was kind of like Seasons because you had to do things in a realistic manner. And in Seasons you kind of have to do that because if you plant a crop out of season, it isn't going to grow. And so in a way, it makes the game a little bit more realistic. So you can't plant potatoes in a certain time. I mean, any time of the year like we do on a normal basis. And the soil conservation was the same thing. You if you wanted to get a good yield, you had to check the pH level, and you had to put potassium and sodium, and I'm just making shit up right now. But what I'm trying to say is you had different kinds of additives and fertilizers and chemicals and things like that you had to do to the land to make it prosperous. It was a pain. It was a pain. Yeah. All right, let's get this corn put away. I'm gonna just sell this corn because I've got some corn in storage, I think, but I have no reason to keep it. You can't. I'm not using it for cattle food. Not at this rate. Jeremy's in the house. Hey, Jeremy. How you doing? Precision farming. Yeah, there you go, Scorp. That sounds more like it. Precision farming, if I did stuff like that, I'd have to get back into playing the game, and I haven't played this game for a couple of years. Well, that's not entirely true. I have jumped on occasionally and played a little bit, but generally the times that I've come back in the last 2 years to play this game has been while I was on Discord with Scorpion or anybody else that wanted to come in and do farming. Then I would actually play the game for entertainment while I was doing that. But when I say I quit playing the game, I mean I don't play it for entertainment anymore. I play other games now. The only reason I play this game is to do the live stream. Now, if I was doing something like that, soil conservation, that means I'd have to play the game again. I kind of did, Matthew, except for I've already been drinking one. I had one from that I didn't want to get all watered down, which I've probably waited too long.
Bill.
Yeah, it's kind of watered down. So I kind of did. I kind of did it already. I missed it by 4 minutes. But I had to drink it because it has ice and stuff mixed in it. It's a specialty drink called a Dirty Baja Blast. I don't know what makes it dirty, but so be it. All right, what am I doing? I'm trying to dump this corn here. Oh, sorry. Put the kitty cat on. I missed soup du jour today, but it was a Mountain Dew. Anyway, it was Baja Blast Mountain Dew. A doity one. Okay, what's going on? Why is it not? Why is it not dumping my... There it is. I missed the trigger, I guess. I didn't know the trigger was that far back. Because the trailer was still on the grid. Maybe. Maybe, baby. I did have another drink. Carol brought me a drink home and then asked me what I wanted for lunch because she was still out. And I said, I don't know. What do you want for lunch? And she said, well, I could go for a Mexican pizza at Taco Bell. And well, I said, okay, well, what are we going to do with the drink you bought me? Didn't have any ice in it, so she said, just put it in your fridge. I said, okay. I'm an obedient guy. Now, see, that bird sound, for some reason, seems to come through my left, my ear, whatever to call it here. And when it does, that ear is facing the outside door to the hallway. And so, to me, it sounds like there's a bird in the house. I hate that bird. Get out of my head, bird. Hurdy birdie. Okay, I'm going to leave this truck here for a minute. We're going to go check on it. Oh, man, that's not going to get done if I don't do it. I don't want to do it. How's he doing? He's doing okay, I guess. Oh, he missed a big... Oh, he's missing a whole bunch of stuff. All right, let him finish. I'm just going to leave everything sitting right where it's at, and then I got to get back to this. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever bought a. I didn't buy a seeder or a planter, either one. Go back. Oh, don't go there. Vehicles. Let's see. All right. Amazoni. That's a spreader. Just run through my equipment here. No, I don't have a planter. No planter. I have no planter. So let's see if we can find seeding. We need a planter. And I got to decide which one I was using. I don't. Was it this one? Oh, wow. Can't remember. One of them has a roller on it. And I think it's that one. All right. Roller. It is this one. So yeah, I'll put the roller on it. Okay. Oh, I'm wondering. Before I do that, let me escape out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this one came from. As a matter of fact, I think I turned this one off when I got this one. The reason why I got this one is it has potatoes on it, as well as sugar beets. It's got all the crops, and it does the rolling. So automatically, I don't have to do any rolling. It does it as it's planting, which is a big time saver. Since for some reason you can't turn rolling off. Hey guys, it's the 1st of May today, isn't it? Isn't today May Day? What does May Day mean anyway? I mean, Christmas is Christmas. Easter's Easter. What the hell is May Day? Is it some kind of a crop thing? Are we supposed to get naked at midnight with the full moon and dance around praying for crops to grow? Is that what May Day is? I know there's something called a maypole. They used to dance around naked and sacrifice goats or kids. Either real kids or goat kids. It means I'm going to crash. Well, there's different ways of crashing. when your health is like mine, I could crash it in a no good way. And I don't know, is there a good way to crash? If you're in a plane, it would be worse than if you're in a car. Although that's not true because there are more car accidents than there are plane accidents. So statistically, you're more likely to have a car crash than you are a plane crash. So I don't know. I guess we're back to the very first thing where there's no such thing as a good crash. I was thinking of my blood sugars crashing or my blood pressure crashing. Either one could happen anytime. For me, anyway. Dancing the devil with the pale moonlight. Oh, you think you're the Joker now, eh? To me, everybody thinks that, what's his name? That Heath Ledger was the best Joker. I still think that Jack Nicholson was a good Joker. He just made you laugh. I mean, even though he was killing people, you still laughed at him. Heath Ledger, you're just frightened to death of. Well, that's more, I don't know. You know, there's a lot of people that are afraid of clowns. Clowns are supposed to be happy and stuff, but they're scary. Clowns to me have always been scary. And the people that play the clowns are scary. And I would say that because anybody that has to cover their face up with a mask of any kind, whether it's painted on or if it's made out of plastic or cloth, anytime you see somebody with a mask, what's going on behind the scenes there? This has got to be a crazy person. This got to be a person you can't trust. Oh, we're just here for the children. Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here. And I hope you don't think I have rock salt in this shotgun either. Mayday is a signal distress. Well, yeah. See, that's the problem with the English language. You get words that mean 10 different things and you can't figure it out. I mean, like sweat. Is it sweat or is it sweet? Hear. Are you here or can you hear? With the English language, it goes on and on and on with words that have 4 or 5 different meanings. The word write, it can be my right hand. It can be I'm writing a letter. Or there's a third one. What else could it be? Correct. If you're correct. So there's 3 different meanings for the word right. And the funny part with the English language is when they're spelled exactly the same. Another one that gets confused that isn't that is quiet. Quiet and quite. They are spelled different and they mean different things and they're pronounced different. Quiet and quiet, but they sound a lot alike. Enough to be confusing if you're writing out a letter or something. Are you being quiet or are you quite right that that's the correct word? Cinco de Mayo is a thing in the U.S. Excuse to eat Mexican food and drink margaritas. Yeah, it was made up. It was made up. And you know what the funny part is? I've heard people in Congress actually thinking that it was a Mexican holiday and came from Mexico, and it should be celebrated because we're good neighbors with Mexico. But it was made up by beer and chip companies to sell beer and chips, and then there happens to be something that did happen in Mexico on the 5th of May, but they never celebrated it. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like it was their Independence Day or anything like that. There was an event that happened in history, but they never celebrated it. Uh-oh, I'm losing chaff because I didn't move my... Okay, what's going on? There we are. The Battle of Pueblo. Yeah, but that wasn't a big deal for them. It wasn't like the 4th of July that affected their whole nation, kind of a thing. And they never celebrated it. They do now because of America. At least that's what I've been told. But see, there's a lot of stuff like that. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of those are just made up things to sell stuff, to sell cards and stuff. September 16th is their Independence Day. Yeah. Well, it's kind of, and also then you've got things to consider like Christmas. What was that really Jesus' birthday? For real? I mean, probably not. But they had to pick a day, right? But there's a lot of those holidays that are just made up. It's like breakfast is the most important part of the day. That was made up by Kellogg's and Sugar Pops and all these cereal companies that want you to buy their sugary sweet stuff and get kids addicted to it. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. The most important meal of the day is the one you eat when you're friggin' hungry and you haven't eaten for a while. Like diabetics now, they've got us on what they call intermittent fasting. What that means is we don't eat breakfast anymore for our health. We eat lunch and dinner and small portions of that. But that's a diet I've been on my whole life because I've never eaten breakfast. In my whole life, breakfast was not a meal I wanted to eat. I've always have been. I've always had a queasy stomach when I get up. In my whole life, I've been that way. So when somebody said breakfast, I'd say, "Oh God, get out of here! I can't eat right now. I've got." I would wake up with nauseas. Every morning, I would wake up nauseous. So I would set my alarm for a half hour before I wanted to get up. And the alarm would go off, and I'd reach over and turn it off, and then I'd lay there for a while until I could wake up. Once I was awake for a little bit, I could actually get up and not have nausea. But if the alarm went off and I just jumped out of bed, I would be sick for like an hour of nausea. And anybody that came and said, "You want some breakfast?" "Oh God, no, get out of here." So I never ate breakfast. Just never did. I'd get up, I'd shower, shave, and get dressed and go to work in about 15, 20 minutes, a half hour maybe, if I stopped to kiss the wife. So I never had time for breakfast. So my whole working life, I would eat dinner at 6 o'clock or so. Never eat again until about noon or 1 o'clock the next day. And now they call it intermittent fasting. And it's a diet for diabetics and people that need to lose weight. The secret of losing weight, stop freaking eating so much. And eat the right stuff. It's pretty simple that if the amount of food you take in is going to account for the amount of weight that you're carrying. Now, and people will say, "Well, yeah, but some people have chemical problems," and maybe they do. I'm no nutritionist, but still, if you want to lose weight, get exercise every day and stop eating so much. And it's almost impossible for anybody to actually say they're not eating too much, because Americans eat too friggin' much. And a lot of it amounts also to what they're eating. We eat so much junk, we eat so much sugar and junk like that we're not getting any nutritional value out of it, so we eat more. And a lot of the stuff that we eat has preservatives in it, a lot of it, because we eat processed food more than any other country. If you eat processed food, it's processed with chemicals in it, preservatives to be sure, to keep it good so that it stays on the shelf for a long time. What does a preservative do? It kills bacteria. How does your body digest your food? With acid and bacteria. So every time you eat processed food, you're killing the bacteria in your stomach, which is there to do the job of digesting your food, which means you're not digesting your food very well. And so for you to get what your body needs, you have to eat more. So we overeat in America. If you stop taking in so damn much food and eat something that you've cooked yourself from, real, foodstuffs like potatoes and carrots and beans and meat. Quit eating processed foods. Don't eat TV dinners every day, because all that stuff is full of preservatives. For two reasons. They got preservatives to protect the food so it can stay on the shelf longer, and they got chemicals in there to make you addicted to the food, so you keep eating the same junk that you're eating, so they can keep selling it to you. You're on the seafood diet. I see food, I eat it. We need Don't Step on Scorpion Day. Is there such a thing? Hey, I'm almost done with this stinking field. I'm not chaffing anymore. Oh, am I on the right? Yeah, I am, I guess. Am I on the right one? Or is this the one I just did? I think that must be the one I just did. Maybe? I don't know. Uh-oh, see what I mean about the trailers? You can't turn too sharp. They're like clown trailers. You're hungry as soon as you wake up? Well, yeah. I can guarantee you, if you started eating properly, after a while, you wouldn't be so hungry. I know that's true because I used to work out with a bodybuilder weightlifter. He was a gold medal weightlifter from the Olympics, and his wife was a bodybuilder, and then so they both he would work out in between his training for weightlifting, which is different than bodybuilding. Weightlifting training is different, but since she was a bodybuilder, he would work out with her, and they would both compete together when he wasn't competing as a weightlifter. But they needed somebody to train with, and so that's he called me in and said, "Look, if you'll work out with the wife, so she has a workout buddy, I'll train you guys for free." Well, he's going to train his wife for free, but so I got to go to his gym and train every day, and he got me eating correctly, the right kinds of foods and stuff like that. And turned out I wasn't as hungry as I thought I always was, because I was getting food that actually was doing me some good. And I wasn't eating half as much as I used to. I was getting more out of the food, and I wasn't as hungry all the time. You're hungry because your body's not getting what it needs. And eating more of the food that doesn't give you what you need is not going to work. It's just going to make you fatter. Yeah. All the food's making you hungry. Oh, I forgot. I told you Carol bought me 2 drinks. One of them was a lemonade. I haven't had lemonade in a long time. All right, I'm done. I'm done here. That should be it. All right, how do you turn this stuff? How do you turn this thing off? I can't remember. Oh, you set it back to AI worker. Okay. There we go. That'll work. All righty. Let's go take this chaff away. I'm done, finally. Scorpions are scary and dangerous, but snakes still get me. More than anything, snakes get me. I'll freak out if somebody just mentions a snake. And my daughter and my granddaughter are both scared to death of spiders. I said, why are you scared of spiders? Spiders will run away from you. Spiders are teeny tiny little things. Just swat them. They'll come in screaming, there's a spider in my room, and I'll just grab it with, squish it and throw it in the toilet bowl. Well, I'll get a Kleenex or something. Not a Kleenex, a piece of toilet paper, squish the damn thing and throw it in the toilet bowl and flush it away. They don't bother me, not like snakes do. I am careful with spiders. I make sure I know what spiders are bad in our area. If I got a brown recluse or something like that, I'm going to be careful. If I got a black widow, I'm going to be careful. But most of the spiders that you'll see are not necessarily poisonous spiders. And they don't like you. They'll run from you. You're too big for their web. Most people are. Okay. It's commie time. Commie time. Get him, somebody. Righty. El Completo. Listen to those trailers making all that noise. Am I going to fit in here? Oh, crap. There's a header in there. Oh, man. All right, this isn't going to work. Uh-oh, I hit the building. Don't hit the building. It's not good for them. I'm going to park it right here. Hell with it. There you go. It's parked. All right, what were we doing here? Oh, shoot. What is he doing? He's stuck a doodle doo. What happened? Where are you? What? What? Where the hell? What's he doing clear over here? How did he get here? Why did he get here? Whose field is this? Somebody named Katie. We're in Katie's field. Katie forgot to block the barn door. Wow, that's weird. How did he get clear over there? He was heading for the bar. He thought it was 5 o'clock. Okay, so that one's done. And that's not our... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this my field? No, this field belongs to Katie too, so where in the hell are we? Where are we? I don't know where I'm at. What the hell? How did he get clear over there? Where? What? Okay, wait a minute. How did he get clear over here? On the other side of town. Holy smokes. All of my fields are way over here. How did he get clear over there? How did he get across the freeway? That's just crazy. Oh, look, there's tracks. There, follow the tracks. See the tracks? You can see the tracks in the dirt up ahead. He must have come across this way. But why? And then he came from that area over there. There's a road right there, but he didn't take the road. He went through somebody's field. That was nuts. All right, is that mine? There's my farm over there. But I don't own anything on this side. How did he get across that freeway? Holy smokes. That's crazy. I wish I had a camera going on him. That would have been interesting. Well, he must have went across that ditch there. Huh. Amazing. And he didn't finish that field either. He jumped off that field. Didn't even come close to finishing it. And he just took off like a bat out of hell. Crazy. Where's everybody at today? Yeah, I'm kind of curious about my Final Fantasy videos I've been putting up. Um, the Final Fantasy videos I've been putting up have gotten like 3 or 4 people watching. That's it. I looked at several of the recordings. They're getting four people pretty consistently, just 4. Every once in a while they'll get 5. One video this week that I put out, well, just the one video has 44 people that watched it. What? That's kind of weird. Because it's 4 people, 4 people, 4 people. Then it was 44 or 45, I don't remember. And then back to 4 people, 4 people, 4 people. Why that one video? Was kind of weird. Naughty Plow Guy. Well, I don't dare probably hire a worker on this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Let me get my tractor that's out there in the lower 40. Bring him home and grab that seeder and see if... oh, this needs to be plowed, this field. Yeah, I don't know what he did to this tractor, because this tractor sounded like a normal diesel tractor. Now it doesn't. Then if you go backwards, what's it doing that for?
Yeah.
Why is it doing that? That's just crazy. Stop engines, toggle map view. I don't know. I don't know what he did to it, but I don't think he made it better. I used to have a lot of people say, well, you need to update your game. There's a new version out. Well, I don't usually, or I didn't then. I have in the past. Saw an update and just automatically put it in. But most of the time when I was serious about playing games, I would check the update out before I downloaded it, because sometimes they didn't make the thing better. Sometimes it made it worse. There were certain things that a mod would do that I liked, and then they would do an update and take it away. Well, why'd you do that? Let's see here. I want to see if it knows whether these are fields or not. These little strippy things here. Oh no. Well, that didn't work. Does it know this is a field? Okay, I was going to do this in grass. Let's see what happens. If anything. Anything? Now see, it's weird. That is a hired worker. Why are all the hired workers female? Every single time. You know, never say never, but it sure seems like it. I forgot I had my lemonade. Soup du jour is not lemonade today. I mean, it is lemonade today. I even got a straw. Although I'm not going to waste that straw. I'll just take the straw out of the other drink and put it in the lemonade. They gave me a lemonade. It doesn't have any ice in it. All right, so that's not going to work. So let's fire the worker. Turn on the planter. Okay, so it doesn't affect the grass to the right. Eek, eek, eek. Maybe, you know what? I wonder if that noise that it makes, that whoosh, 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 I wonder if it's supposed to be a backup horn and they got the wrong sound. Maybe it's a backup horn. It's supposed to go beep, 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 and it doesn't. It goes whoosh, whoosh. Maybe somebody got the wrong sound. I don't know. What do you think? It's a possibility. It's possible. Leslie's home. Leslie's, how's she doing with her horn? Leslie plays the French horn, I think. Wasn't it the French horn? Am I wrong? I could be. Grumpy Leslie. You know, you're going to have to do the same thing that I do. Is it Grumpy Leslie or is it Nice Leslie? And you can say, oh, is it Nice Leslie today? No. Is it Nice Leslie today? No. Is it Nice Leslie? And what I have to do when people say, what have you done for a living in your life? Well, it'd be easier for me to tell you what I haven't done. So, is it really Grumpy Leslie? Or is Nice Leslie a grump today? I know, because I'm a grumpy kind of a guy. I'm a happy grump, if that makes any sense, though. I'm not kind of a mean, nasty grump. If I'm grumpy and somebody points it out to me, I say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be. And, you know, and then I start smiling. And, you know, even if I'm grumpy, 5 minutes later, I'm not. If I get mad at something, I'm only mad for a couple minutes, and then I'm back. You know, I'm just, you know, I don't hold things. Carol, when she gets mad, she's mad for 2-3 days. Don't make Carol mad. And you know what makes her mad is me laughing at her when she gets mad. So then she'll be mad at me for a couple days. I can get mad and I'm over it in 5 minutes. Yeah, sometimes when I'm on Discord with Scorp, I can hear her playing her horn in the background. Either that or Scorpion's doing unspeakable things to an elephant. The one I didn't like, my daughter played the clarinet, and it was pretty. Leslie plays the French horn, and it's pretty. There was a friend of mine played the saxophone, and it was just squawky, squeaky all the time. It just, it's like listening to the bagpipes by somebody that doesn't know how to play them. Bagpipes can be irritating if they're not, you know. I'm always amazed when somebody plays the bagpipes and it sounds really good. Because usually bagpipes are just wah, wah, wah. They're just so squawky. Squeaky, squawky. And they always sound like they're out of tune. One of my janitors was self-taught musician. Both of his parents played musical instruments, and so he self-taught himself how to play banjo and fiddle and things like that. And then he bought a set of bagpipes, and he would bring them to work sometimes and practice while he was taking a break or something. And I told him, I said, you did pretty good with the violin and you know the banjo and the guitar and stuff that you self-taught yourself. Yeah, but I don't think I want to listen to you play bagpipes until you learn how to do it. I said, I certainly don't need to take an X-Lax after listening to you playing the bagpipes because it gives me the poops just listening to it. Bagpipes are good for constipation. Oh, holy smolies. I don't want grass on this field. We got our rollers going. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Now this is weird. I plowed this field going the same direction as I'm going right now, but the plow marks are going the opposite direction, which I didn't do. Weird. I put my cat on a diet yesterday. She ran out of food and I didn't buy any till this morning. So she's been on a diet for the last 24 hours. And she won't eat the dog food. Been watching the classic Doctor Who's. I'm up to the second season of Tom Baker. I just moved into the third season. There's a lot of them I didn't watch. I didn't watch the next one, I think, after Baker. I think the next one after Baker was the younger guy that had the piece of celery in his coat, which I thought was awful stupid, and he hated it. The actor hated it. For some reason, somebody thought it was funny to make him wear a piece of celery in his lapel of his coat. And he had to do that every time. And he hated it. And so I never watched any of that one. Oh, no, don't do that. And I didn't watch the other one of the other baker. Colin, I think, was his name. He was the one that got to be kind of heavy set later. And they made him dress like a friggin' clown for some reason. And he didn't like that either, but it was, he got paid. As long as you get paid, I guess you can wear whatever they tell you to wear. But I never watched any of his either. Because by the time I didn't watch all of Tom Baker's either, because I got out of school and got a job. And after that, I didn't watch TV anymore. So there's a lot of the classic Doctor Who's I never saw. I would see clips of certain episodes or something like that. I watched a few of the last one. What the hell was his name? McCoy? I bet that's a backup horn that went wrong. Huh. All right, let's go find another field to do. Let's do this one. I don't know what to plant. Oh boy. Do I have a factory that does anything? Let me see here. All right, let's get in here. Sheds, silos, silo extensions, constructibles, containers, tools, farmhouses. Silos. Silo extension, constructibles. All right, what do we got? Farm garages. That's not it. Containers. Free water. Do we need free water? Farm supplies. Stuff you can buy. I need one of those. I should get one of those. LPG gas. Propane stations. Is it a small one? Oh, yeah. Just tanks. Okay, what's that one? That one is... All right, so I'm in the wrong section, I guess. Silos, sheds, silos. Oh, factories. That's where I meant to be. Factories. Okay, I'm looking for a TMR type machine. Okay, so that one is a wood chipper, mineral feed, lime, seed production, placeable manure. TMR. Okay, so Stevie's got a TMR thing. So the inputs are grass, straw, silage, and hay. Do you have to have all of those? All right. And it's very small. Maybe I could put it next to that one. That might work. Let's see. That might work. They're very small. What's it overlapping with? Okay, there we go. All right, what else has he got? This one's a manure mixer. Why do you need a manure mixer? Piggy food, piggy food, piggy food. Oh my God, that uses corn, sorghum, beans, peas. Is that beans or peas? Peas, beans. Is that soybeans? And then some kind of a, I don't know. I should put that in too. Because I'm going to have lots of piggies too. Okay, so that'll tell me what I need to grow now. So, and I don't know what all of these are. What is that wheat? What's the one that's got the little dots on it there? What the hell is that? I guess I got to go in. Let me get into my. Let's get in here. No, stop that. Okay, peas, rice, spinach. I'm looking down below on there to see what it says. Okay, that was corn and I was right. That was sorghum. Sunflowers, soybeans. It was soybeans that I was looking at. Okay, wheat doesn't have dots on it. Barley. Okay, so that tells me what I need now. What I need to grow. So let's start off with some wheat. That's grass. Or sorghum maybe, I don't know. Let's see. We got tons of corn. Sunflowers. Yeah, it's sorghum on there twice. All right, I'm just going to go with wheat on this little field here. And I wonder, let's okay, hang on. Let me get down this other way here. Soybeans. Kobe says soybeans. Hey, Kobe. What's Kobe doing today? Kobe barely made it in before I had to leave. Leave the door open, Kobe. I'm going to be leaving here in a second. Okay, let's see what happens if I hire a worker here. Sometimes they want to work and sometimes they don't. I'm doing great. It's coming up on a weekend again. And I'm not sure, but we might have some good weather today, or this weekend. Alexa, what's the weather for the weekend? Oh, it's rainy. Ooh. Oh, a whole high of 59 and rain. Well, there goes my weekend. I was going to mow the lawn, but maybe not. All righty. Well, looks like they're going to take off and do the job, get that done. Time for me to go, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, have a good weekend. And hope it's not raining where you're at. But anyway, summer's not quite here. It's only the 1st of May. Although Carol's got a birthday in 18 days. Woohoo, huh? Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Ta-ta for now.